So you know you have some big things that might be wrong with your house, like maybe an old roof or bad windows. Maybe your furnace isn't looking so good. There are some big ticket items in your house and you don't really want to deal with it. You just want to sell your house, move on to your new house, and just be done with all these problems. So what do? Can you sell your house in this circumstance? Well, I would say it depends. It depends on exactly what those problems are. The first thing to do when you have a situation like this is to find out exactly what is wrong with these various items in your house. How bad is it? Like, you have to confront it, you can't just bury your head in the sand. So for a recent house that I put on the market, I was working with sellers. They had a very leaky furnace and they were just like not dealing with it and not dealing with it. I said, listen, the worst thing that can happen is that you have a buyer, for your home, and then your furnace breaks after you have your deal in place, but before you've closed, or they come through for walkthrough on final closing day, and there's another problem with the furnace that they didn't expect. So in order to kind of get these things, I guess, taken care of up front, we decided to have a couple of different vendors come in and inspect the furnace to see exactly what was going on. And you know what? We found out that the furnace really needed to be replaced. I mean, the thing was 30 years old. It was leaking. It was sad. It was just not good on a lot of levels. It was time. So we decided that the sellers were going to replace the furnace before selling. Now, it, again, was a big ticket item, about $10,000 to replace it. But what we did instead was we increased the sales price so that it was kind of a wash for them. So after they closed, they would be able to recoup their money on that. And you know what? We revealed everything to the buyers, let the buyers know they were happy with the new furnace, happy to pay the price, and the sellers were happy also. So this is just one example. There could be many, many examples of different things happening in your house that are not great. Sometimes it's a bad window, a broken window, a bad roof, or maybe that your roof is old, but you're not really sure what condition it's in. So I would say the thing is, work with some really good vendors to come out and inspect the problem, and maybe you'll find out it's not quite as bad as you think. And you can be transparent about it with your buyers. And this is so important to keeping the deal held together, because a lot of deals, people are emotionally attached to the house when they come in, and they're like, they make a big offer and they want to win the deal, but then it falls apart during inspection. That cannot happen on my watch. I really tried to make sure that that does not happen, because if it does happen, it means you're probably going to have to take less for the house. And that's not good. So you got to confront these, problems sort of head on, if you will. So if you have any questions, or you need some help or advice about which vendors to use in town, or maybe you want to have a pre-sale inspection, which has kind of fallen out of favor recently, but man, it is a really good thing to do if you've got an older house that you think might have some issues. I can give you some great recommendations that for really cost efficient pre-sale home inspections, so that you know exactly what the problems are. Anyway, DM me, give me a call. I'll be happy to share any information with you. Okay, thanks.